Right now, I'm replacing the crankcase filter on the Cummins ISX. I'm just looking over this filter, make sure it's not damaged. And that's a part number. If you decide to do this job, that's a part number you need right there to buy the filter. It's a Fleet Guard filter. I got this from International, but just about, you could call just about any dealer and get it. That's where the filter located. You have 8 bolts around there that you got loosened, and those bolts are 8 millimeters. You have 4 at the top and 4 at the bottom. You don't have, that's a 8 millimeter socket that you need to remove those 8 bolts. You don't have to move nothing out the way in order to change this filter. The tools you'll need is an 8 millimeter socket, an extension, and a ratchet. What I normally do is loosen up all the bolts before I take them out. And on this filter cover, the bolts don't come out. Once you loosen them up, you could just take the filter off and the bolts stay in there. Unless one of the bolts damaged, and it won't stay in there the way it's supposed to. I normally just go around the whole filter, loosen everything up with a ratchet. On this one, I'm holding the camera in the other hand, so I have to use one hand. And these bolts are not real tight, they just snug in there. When you tighten them up, you don't want to over tighten them because the filter housing is plastic and it will start leaking if you damage it. So you'll have an oil leak if it's damaged. The Crankcase filter. Yeah, that thing there, tell me. I'm just making sure they're all the way out. That way I could just take the cover off. If I was using both hands, I would just use a ratchet and loosen them up. But because I'm using one hand, I gotta take the ratchet off the extension. That way it's easy for me to turn it. And this is a fairly easy job, man. The manual recommend replacing this filter every 125,000 miles. So if you have a truck running over the road, if you've been running that truck more than a year and never changed this filter, I would recommend just go ahead and change it, because you're already over 125,000 miles. A lot of people don't change this filter because it's not something like a oil filter or something like that, but this part of maintaining your truck, that way you don't break down on the side of the road. Because if this filter starts to clog up, it'll give you a check engine light. If you keep running like that, next thing you'll get is that red stop engine light, and it'll shut you down on the road. So you want to change this filter before you get to that point. When you go to a shop for this job, I know one shop they charge $409 to replace this filter. Now that $409 include the filter, which is $80. It includes scanning the truck if you check engine light on, because they're going to scan the truck, see what code they get. They charge $150 for that, and then the rest of it is labor. Now if you watch my previous videos, I show you how to scan this truck without a scanner. So you could scan the truck for free. You're doing it yourself, so you don't have to pay for labor. So your only cost would be $80 for that part. And that's the old filter right there. It's all oily, so you might want to make sure you use the gloves when you go take it out. And that filter should have the part number on it also. Right here I'm comparing the two filters, make sure they look alike, and both of them the same brand, so I'm making sure they have the same part number on them. And once everything look good to go, you just put the new filter in and tighten the bolts back up. Yeah, just check it, make sure it's set in there properly. That way when you put the cover on, the cover sit properly in there also. This is a fairly easy job, man. This is one of the easiest thing you could do on the truck. So if you need to do this job, just follow the instructions in the video and do it. You don't need to pay anybody to do this job, and you don't gotta be scared to do it. All you need is 3 basic tools that just about everybody have. Those 3 tools, especially if you're an owner operator. You should have those 3 tools in your toolbox on the truck.
Yeah.
And the time frame to do this job is about, I'll say roughly 30 minutes. For somebody who never did it before. So hopefully this video helps somebody out there, man. Or if anybody looking to come in the trucking game and looking on some of the repairs that drivers are here doing, this will help them, knowing that when they come in, they're not alone. There's people out here that show them what to do, or that's willing to help them if they run in a situation where they need to fix something on their truck. You could always get up here and especially check out my videos, because most of my repairs I put the videos up here. Don't forget to subscribe, share, like the videos. Just out here trying to help everybody out here, man. These shops raping us out here, so if I could help one person stay out the shop, I did my part, man. I don't have nothing against the shops, man, but they could do a lot better on the rate they charge. Man, tighten up that thing and I'll show it to you.